Hey, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining me from. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today to the live stream. The big lie that foreign men visiting the Philippines are being told. We're going to talk about that today. And of course, anything else you want to talk about, just put it over here in the comments. And if I can get to it, I will. Thank you to the NTZ crew. I know you're out here. Jacob Chan J, there he is. Michael Beat Your Life, I'm sure is going to be on here. On my old heads, there's Jeff. That man travels. He said, Mangandang Umaga, Calvin and gentlemen. That means good morning in Tagalog. Michael Alexander, I love LaChine. Jungle Man, Space Cowboy, Hung Lee. Thank y'all for joining me again. Any new viewers and subscribers watching for the first time, welcome. And anybody catching us on replay. The peso is 54.77. Thank y'all for all y'all support of Sunshine Shoulders. I want to shout out my Patreon members, man. I'm up to 26 patrons, man. I'm proud of that. But on a sadder note, Pee Wee Herman died today. Look like I'm gonna have to pick on somebody else now. Well, I'd moved to George McFly, but Pee Wee Herman died. Paul Rubens died of cancer today at 70 years young. That's young, guys. It's very young. Life is precious, man. We got to start living now. Don't put it off another minute. It's all about the quality of life, man. That's why I'm putting these workout videos into my channel. I'm going to start showing you what we're eating, the active lifestyle and everything that we're living, guys. It's very, very important. We're in the fourth quarter of our life. Doesn't matter whether you believe it or not. I told you I lost a friend the other day. He was same age as my little brother. My little brother's 7 years younger than me. And he died. He was about 50, let's see. It would have made him 53, which is very, very young. Hey, Michael Alexander, thanks for that super sticker. Of course, you know, every video I make, I get pushback, and yesterday was no exception. If all women are the same around the world, I'm going to still choose the Filipino, and I gave y'all my reasons why. Look, guys, I've got an opinion. That's all it is. This R&B consultants, him and his wife got on here, and they just beat me over the head. He said I was shallow and, for saying all the things I said, but then he goes on to give his opinion that he thinks Latino women are the best women. Okay, well, I got to give you that, but don't attack anybody. Then he went from that to, oh, we're not going to buy any more books from you. See, this is the type of hate that I face. Now, my books have nothing to do with that video. Guy, you and your wife, he's one of those guys that's married to Big Shirley. Big Susie, I guess in his case, Big Maria, since he's married to a Latino. But my videos are based on my personal experiences. That's all. And, I don't know why y'all get so upset about that, why y'all can't understand that. Hey, Yusuf, Amar Habibi, it seems like every video has some kind of pushback, Calvin. What for? People need to chill. Yeah, he's unhappy over there. He's married to Big Susie. So when I said, I'd rather have, if I'm going to catch flack, I'd rather it come from a 5 foot, 110-pound woman with a 27-inch waist. Okay, instead of that 5 foot 4, 171-pound lady with a 38-inch waist and a bad attitude and fake hair and fake nails. See, he got upset about that because he's sleeping next to a fat slob. So don't come on here with that foolishness. Hey, ZZZZ, I said, enjoyed part 1 of the audiobook. Hey, thank you. You can go on my channel, ZZZZZ, and I put it a playlist. It's got 1, 2, and 3 if you want to list all three of them. But that's just based on my uh, personal experience. Also, I want to congratulate Terrence Crawford for that just beat down that he gave Earl Spence Jr. Remember, if you look at my last blog, I like both of these guys. I didn't want any of them to lose, but I can tell you now that I never saw that coming. I mean, now people are trying to discount Terrence Crawford. Oh, well, they talking about the accident and all that Earl Spence Jr. had. He's not the same fighter. Look, guys, give Terrence Crawford his due. He beat the brakes off that man. He could have made it a whole lot worse. But I was watching Roy Jones Jr. and he brought up a point. He said, did you see the color of Earl Spence Jr.'s face? He said his team said it was plastic surgery. Maybe it was from that accident, but give Terrence Crawford his due, guys. Okay. He really put on a masterful performance, man. I keep going back and watching it, man. The punches were so fast. I mean, Spence would throw one punch and hell, he'd come back with two or three, and they were landing. And imagine at one time, Manny Pacquiao, when he was getting old, had talked to Freddie Roach about fighting Crawford. Freddie Roach said, no, you don't want to fight him. He would end your career. So he said, well, I'm going to fight Earl Spence. Because Pac-Man is smart. He knew that Earl Spence really isn't the same fighter after that crash, man. But I have to congratulate him. I do want to say we're back in Sycamore, and of course we have to come through Dumaguete. Listen, they talk about Dumaguete, man. Dumaguete's a nice place, guys. Don't let these bloggers fool you. It's a wonderful place, and I'm gonna tell you what, they got some stunners, okay? Some beautiful women. Some of those beautiful women you're ever gonna see in the Philippines are there. And maybe because it's a college town and they're coming from all over. They got some great universities there because me in Maryland, we went to the mall yesterday, and I seen probably the first 10 I've seen in a long time. She was there with her mother. I guess she was anywhere from 22 to 25. This woman had it all, man. I mean, don't discount Dumaguete. Dumaguete's got it going on. But let's get to, hey, what's up, Jack? He's over there. He's in Cebuland, I think, somewhere near Cebuland. He said, good morning, my friend. Good to see you back in your peaceful place. I am. Marty Dorsey says, 136 watching with only 25 likes. Yeah. Island Fish said, Earl Spence is still fighting at the highest level. Yeah, but he learned a lesson. He got beat. It was a beat down, and Terrence Crawford really took it easy on him. He's better than what I thought he was. He showed me in that fight. I'm not going to take anything away from him. I'm not going to say all the layoffs they're saying and this and that. Look, well, he never should have got in that ring. Plus, he's getting paid millions to do that. A million people bought that fight, over a million. But let's talk about the big lie that foreign men are being told who are coming to the Philippines. Here it is in a nutshell, that any Western man can come here and succeed. This is in a nutshell. It's the lie that attracts millions of men to the Philippines each year, but it's not true. What is true is 18 to 80 blind crippled are crazy. There's somebody here for you. That's true. But the fact that all you have to do is fly over here and get off the plane and that's it, that's not true, guys. Okay? There's men who come over here, more and more of them. A growing number are leaving disappointed, and they're blaming it on the Philippines. See, no one's taking any personal responsibility. Let me tell you what it takes. And here's what is giving people the wrong impression. They see normal looking guys like me and all the rest of them that you see. We're normal looking. We're not going to win any beauty contest. But they see us winning over here, and it gives the impression that anyone can do it. But see, what you don't see is the conversation behind it, the romance behind it, the persuasion that goes on behind the scenes. You're not seeing that. And a lot of guys can't do that. All men that come over here, they aren't the same. And I keep saying that over and over because this is what they're doing to us over here, guys, and I won't let it happen. They're saying that every man comes over here is the same. We're not. We're totally different. Okay? I promise you that. And out of 10 guys, eight of us are winning. But they're always going to highlight the one or two that's not, who can't express themselves. I'll put it down here, what they can't do, okay? They're uncomfortable sitting at the head of the table. They're uncomfortable being the head of the household and assuming their rightful place in the family, in the relationship, in the house, in the home. See, real men know how to communicate to get their points across. They're able to talk to women, to express themselves and what they want and what they expect. Everybody that comes over here is not able to do that. I'm talking about this today because a growing number of men that I'm meeting, man, they come over here and they can't get on. They're lost over here. And they're disappointed. They're saying, man, y'all lying to us. No, we're not lying to you. You're the problem. You know, you got to be able to talk to these women over here. You got to know how to treat a woman. They're just like anywhere else, guys. But this is the problem. This is what's not happening. And a lot of them are older men. You know why, don't you? Because older men, we're set in our ways. I put that down here. It says, and we don't take suggestions well. So it's harder to help them. So they come over here, they're really stuck. I mean, it's really sad, man. But I just want to let you know that that's the big lie, that every foreign man can come over here and get treated like a king. Nope. Ask Mike, my buddy from Canada. Didn't happen. Ask my buddy from South Carolina. It didn't happen. Man, look, I even had, let's listen to this, guys. The Dreamer even tried to hook my buddy up from South Carolina, introduced him to two. He couldn't move it forward. You got to have a little gumption about yourself. You got to have a little game about yourself when you come over here, man. Women aren't just going to lay down when you get off the plane. And this is the big lie that men are believing. They're buying into it. So they're coming over here by millions, man. And they're going home by the thousands. They're disappointed. They cannot do it, man. It says, who's going to be on the panel tonight? Well, there's no panel tonight. What is today? See, I done lost track of time. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, guys. It was supposed to be a panel today. I done lost track of time, man. It's when you come from St. Carlos City to here, it's an all-day affair. So I have the panel on Thursday, Jeff, and I want to pause it to everybody. Jack Wolfinger says, agreed 100%, Calvin. You can easily find someone, but it still takes time to find the one. Well, they can't even find one, these guys. Hey, Laura, thank you for that. She says, you have a charismatic personality, Calvin. Thank you. I guess that I owe that. I guess that's why my insurance career was so successful, because I'm the last person, Laura, who should have been in the insurance business. When I started out, I was bashful. I was shy. I couldn't look people in the eye. But yeah, guys, we have to reevaluate this lie that's being told. That all you have to do is show up over here with a pension. Yeah, they're going to take it, but you're not going to really have the time of your life that you see guys like me and so many others having, because you're only going to see the bad side. Those are the ones that they highlight. But you have to be able to carry on a decent conversation. I'm sorry if you can't do it. Because women over here, they want to be swept off their feet. Romance is big over here. If you don't know how to do that, man, if you don't know how to talk to a woman, if you don't know how to treat a woman, you're going to be in big trouble, man. They think that all they have to do is come over here and leave with their wallet. Yeah, they're going to snatch that wallet and run off. You got to do a little bit more than that. Yeah, you got to have some game. And if you don't, you're going to get lost over here. See, I know I'm going to get pushback. They're going to say, well, I thought you said 18 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy. Yeah, that's true. Looks don't matter here. Your age don't matter. Your physicality doesn't matter. You can be disabled. You can be obese. You can be ugly as sin. But guess what? Your conversation matters. Your personality matters, man. So 18 to 80, yeah, there's going to be somebody over here. If you know how to persuade a woman, if you know how to talk to her and take care of her, yeah, you guys ain't got no swag, man. That's right. But they think all they got to do is just show up, and that's all they have to do. And then they go back, they angry. Mike was so angry. I'm never coming back to the Philippines, and thinking that he's going to go to Thailand. Well, the same thing bodes true over in Thailand. You got to have some game over there. Unless you're just going to deal with the bar girls and all that. Soy 6. See? That man Travel says, what's he say? Can y'all still hear me? Okay, yeah. He says, easy to talk to and get their digits, but are they a good fit for you? Well, you just got to keep trying it. If you're able to talk to them and get their numbers, then you're eventually going to find the right one. Yeah, your personality has value. It absolutely does. That's why when guys say, oh, do Filipinos like black men? Well, if you come over here, you're a decent human being, you got some conversation about yourself, you smell good, you carry yourself like a man, you're not going to have any problems. I don't care what you look like. Remember, looks don't matter. But your personality does matter over here. Your character matters. So what they're doing is they're coming over here, and they're laying down. They're getting run over, then they're running back to their country talking about the Philippines. They're not taking any responsibility, any personal responsibility. If you got conversation, really, you can come over here. You don't have to be rich. Most of us aren't rich, guys. They come over here. We're just normal people. Let's see. What's his name? Ski? What's his name? Oh, okay. Ski, that's me. Says conversation rules the nation. It does. Filipinos like to laugh. They like to have fun, man. Most of their life, most of their day is full of work and trying to take care of business. And you come over here and just show up, and I can just hear Mike now, his voice and everything. He's thinking that the women were going to be lined up at the airport with flowers. He really believed that. And it's a big lie, man. Jacob Chanje said it's a numbers game. Keep swinging the bat. If you're able to talk to women over here, you're going to eventually connect with somebody. But we think it's so easy over here. And this is part of that lie. That the women are easy, that living over here, assimilating into the Philippine society is easy, and being away from your family and friends is easy, and getting acclimated to this heat and all the things that you got to, get adapted to over here. We think it's easy. It's not. So the big lie is that just anybody can come over here and succeed. That's not true. Rambling Man, Cool Your Dan says, LOL, they do love that sappy stuff. If you sing karaoke love songs to them, boom, panties are dropped. Yeah. See, conversation, persuasion, and romance is going to get you far over here. But if you just come over here and think, oh, well, I'm going to leave with my wallet, then they're going to take that wallet and they're going to run with it. You're not going to have the type of lifestyle that you see me and countless other people having. I brought this up because I was walking from the gym the other day when I was making my video. I was like, wow, they telling these guys this big lie. They're coming over here. I'm meeting them. Oh, they going home. They salty. Are they over here? They're salty. They're lonely. And you try to help them, but these are older guys. You can't tell them nothing. What can I tell them? If a guy's 70 years old, 75, they don't want to take your suggestions. They're coming over here. They're looking to get a 10 right off the top. I said, look, here's how it works over here. If you don't listen to nothing else over here, you got to get in where you fit in at first. You have to even realize what constitutes a good Filipino woman over here anyway. What does she look like? What does she act like? You don't even know. So you going for the grand slam right away, man. You striking out. They striking out. Man, I'm going to tell you. On a monumental level. Jack Wolfinger said, women here, like many places, are hopeless romantics. They have to be courted and laughter, karaoke, fun is a fantastic way in. It is. I'm not just talking. Y'all think I just be talking on here. It's so many things that ring true. Videos I'm making, and later on, the ferry situation. You know, y'all think that I'm just on here. I'm trying to help people, man, but you know, but y'all not helping me. You're not going along with the suggestions I give you. I got a friend over here now, man. I'm like, dude can easily have a woman, but he's too stubborn. He's too hard-headed. Okay, AA says some guys get frustrated when they manage to get a girl with a job and don't understand that she works 6 days a week. Not all women here are unemployed. Absolutely. And that's the difference between a great catch and a good catch over here. More than likely, you got a great catch if she can take care of herself before she met you and after you're gone. You know, but what we end up doing, we end up meeting a woman over here who, you know, she's dependent on you. And she's going to cling to you and hold you and basically drive you crazy if you don't have the right connection. But we're not even talking about the women today. We're talking about the men and the lie that's being told to men on these YouTube channels that all you have to do is show up. But see, when you see them slouches over in Dumaguete and other places, they've got conversation, guys. Even though when you see these old cringy couples and relationships, these men have conversations. They got game. That's how they're getting those women. That's the only way. Okay, they don't look any different than me and you. They got these young 20, 25-year-old women. Remember the perfect storm. That's my next video. I'm going to beat that into your head to realize that. There's a perfect storm over here for normal guys like me. But you do have to have some game, conversation, persuasion, romance. You know, you got to have some personality. Other than that, man, I'm sorry. Miss X says, don't forget some of these men are tricks and they forget if they looking for love, they're going to need to be it at times. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, even if you're a trick over here, man, You're only going to get tricked by the bar girls and those type of women. You're not going to be tricked by the regular Filipinos over here because they don't trick you. You can trick yourself. But I'm just saying there's a lie, and that's why, I mean, there's millions of men coming over here now from all over the world. I'm talking about on a yearly basis, looking for love, looking for a relationship, looking for hookups because somebody told them that it was easy. Somebody told them all you got to do is show up. You know, these women are just so desperate and this and that and that and this. They don't understand that what happens behind that. Yeah, 18 to 80, blind, crippled, or crazy. That's true. No matter how you show up over here, whatever your situation is, hers is worse. But that has nothing to do with you getting inside of that and finding a woman and finding a partner and living your best life over here. So I just want to straighten that out today. Well, we all pay for it. We all pay for it. You don't think I'm paying? I got a good woman. I got a great woman. But you don't think I'm paying? That's how I am. I'm sorry. You know, you're gonna pay. Well, he says, Big Lebowski says, question. Now remember, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not gonna practice law in the Philippines without a license. He says, question, can expats that become citizens in the Philippines legally own farms? But what do you mean a citizen? Are you talking about a dual citizen? That you're actually a Filipino citizen? Because that's different than an SRRV or permanent resident visa, which is what these are. That's different, but you got to come over here and talk to a lawyer, Big Lebowski. You know, what guys do is they'll get married, their partner, and they'll have her go and do all the training and everything to acquire the weapon. Okay, and they'll say, well, I'd rather be deported than dead. So the gun's in the house legally. If somebody comes in, they can pick it up in self-defense and use it, even though they're probably going to get deported, may even be charged with a crime. But at least they're not dead. And that's what a lot of men do. But you as a foreigner, you can't legally own a firearm. But if you become a Filipino citizen, then who? Who says you can't? Laura says, women tend to want romance, love, to feel cared for and respected. Thank you. And if you can't do that over here, you're shit out of luck. Filipinos are no different. See, it's just that because of the perfect storm that exists over here, the women that you're going to have access to are going to be a lot younger, a lot more attractive. And this is what they're seeing on these videos. They're seeing these normal guys like me with these younger women, attractive women. And they're saying, oh, I can do that too. And you actually have some YouTubers telling them, yeah, all you got to do is be a white man and come over here. That's what they'll tell them, right? I've heard them with my own mouth. Those guys in Dumaguete, they tell y'all that. But all the guys that I'm talking about who can't get a woman over here, they're white. Because looks don't matter, though. See? Looks don't matter. Your age doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. I'm sorry. Your nationality doesn't matter. But your conversation matters. And your personality matters. And that's what they don't have. They don't have that. And so they go home and they talk about the Philippines. Oh, it ain't all that you say it is. Because they were disappointed. Now, A. Patterson said, Calvin, a lot of the old school guys call it mouthpiece. Yeah, that's really all it is. And you don't really have to be Rico Suave. But you do have to be able to navigate the dating site, know what you're looking for, and then talk to the woman when she does respond. You know, to get inside her head, to put her on the same page that you're on. Guys can't do it. I've had guys, I've sat down with them, man. I'm sitting in their hotel room. We're on the dating site, man. I'm like, dude, you just don't get it. You're never going to get it. Even if they're they've been one guy over here. He was actually introduced to two young women. He couldn't take it forward. I mean, he thought all he had to do was show up. He couldn't do it. Sammy Davis says if you're persistent and can, you will get the woman you want. No Filipino wants to be single. Go after the woman you want just as you would in your country. If all else fails, there's a red light district. Yeah, but see, this is the whole thing, Sammy. These are the guys who don't win. They're not going to go after the women. They're thinking the big lie is the women are going to run up to them. Well, if a woman over here runs up to you, you better run off. You better run the other way because that's a big red flag. They're not going to do it over here. Not for us. Maybe Justin Bieber or something like that. Daniel Padilla, Coco Martin or one of them. But for guys like me and the rest of us, Filipinos aren't going to run up to you. You know, there's some convincing that has to go on. Not a whole lot. There's some nudging that has to go on, but not a whole lot. But some people just don't know how to do it at all. The Philippines is their last choice, and they go home with their tail between their legs because they won't let you school them. You know, it's like, look, man, I know what you want, but start here first and work your way up. Get to know the women, get to know the culture, get to know the country, and then you're going to be better off the next time around because the first time is not going to work out anyway. But yeah, that's the big lie, guys. Millions of guys are flocking to the Philippines. And thousands of them are going home disappointed because they think the woman's just going to lay down. And all they have to do is show up some kind of way. Hey, Coach J Trill, OG, thanks for the super chat. He says, what's good, Ken folk? I joined late, but get the gist of the conversation. I called Cap on me and the struggle here. Yeah, I bumped into a gang of socially awkward cats. I'm sure they're the ones that can't. They're the ones that can't. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. See, he's co-signing. He's bearing witness to what I'm saying. There are some socially awkward people who show up over here because they've been told that big lie. Hey, all you got to do is just show up. You're going to have women just all over you. And it's not true, guys. It's not true at all. And then the higher you go up, you know, because remember the social media, these women know a little bit more than what we give them credit for. Okay, they know they're beautiful now. It used to be a time when they didn't. They were shy. They were, you know, a lot more humble than they are now. And you got to do some persuading that you're the one. Okay. Rambler Man said the guy needs a huge difference in the game. You can spit, they have a fear of rejection. He said, who wants to fall in love with a mannequin? Okay, let's see. I saw something. He says, Lazara Hernandez, I hope that's how you pronounce that. I'm sorry. He says, are Filipinos vengeful? Lazaro, if they have a bad breakup. Yeah, a lot of them are. Not all of them. I'm not going to paint the brush. I'm talking about my personal experience. Yeah, what I'm seeing, I've seen it too. I've seen it. I've seen a woman be so mad at a man over here that she's talking about paying that 3,000 pesos to get his head chopped off. Yeah, they do get vengeful. Like I said, I had my son's mother tell me, oh, I have you blacklisted. Then my wife says, you know, I could cause you big problems over there. Merlin's the only one, and Merlin's been mad at me, of course, but she's never did that. So not all of them, but yeah, they do get like that. I mean, just recently, a woman was so mad, she was thinking about paying that 3,000. And I was like, look, it ain't that serious. You need of another friend of mine, he was telling me he broke up, right? And he said she's not but he said that she's not taking it well. He thought she was just gonna move on because she's a very dude if it keeps going on. If not, I'm gonna just switch over to my data. If it keeps yeah, this is crazy today. Sorry guys, let me I'm getting moving here on my track. He says Charles Brown says only 3,000 pesos. That has to be great value for some people if you get away with it, of course. Well, they getting away with it. And remember, 3,000 pesos is a lot of money over here to the masses. Okay, that's a lot of money. In some cases, that's a whole month's salary almost. But yeah, that'll get it done. 5,000 for sure. But I've been hearing 3,000 here lately. I guess that's a pandemic discount. But yeah, don't come over here playing, guys. That's what I'm saying. This isn't America. This isn't England and France and all those other places. It don't take a whole lot to get you wiped off the damn map. Come over here running your mouth, trying to be arrogant, looking down on people, disrespecting the country. They'll get rid of you. I met a guy over in Lapu Lapu, man. I'm scared for this brother. He's a brother. I'm scared for him because Filipinos have patience, man. But once they patience run out, you done, man. And he's at that point. You know, I don't like bullies, man. He was giving me that bully, uh, you know, feel to him. I need to talk to you. I say, look, dude, I don't know who you talking to, man. You need to back on up over here. I thought he was playing, but he wasn't. Filipinos, man, they got patience, but once it runs out, and he's drunk too, and talking all loud, and this has been going on, you know. And I'm like, man, come on. They're gonna get you, dude. A King team says, who is the girl in the brown on the thumbnail? I think her name is I don't know her name, but she's an ex of my buddy. She's the one I think that couldn't move on. I didn't move on. He says she's taking it bad, but she's a very attractive woman. So she's not gonna have a problem finding one of you guys because y'all not gonna listen. You're gonna come over here and fall in love with her anyway, even though she's already been with a foreigner, you know, and bent over backwards for him and everything like that. And you say, oh well, we do too, Cal. It's a double standard. No, it's a difference. It's a big difference when you're coming 8,000 miles away and the whole situation is turned around. It's different for women. We're equal, but we're not the same. If you think that you're gonna get that you can come over and date a worn out and put some worn out tires on your car and get some mileage out of it, then you're wrong. It's different than when we come over here and they've been with us. We can change their whole damn life. It's a totally different, man, because I'm gonna tell you, they love hard. You know, you're gonna pay for everything he did or didn't do. You're always gonna pay for what he did. She's never gonna appreciate you, man, because she's been there and done that. You want somebody who hasn't been there and hasn't done that before. Hey, E Parkette, he says, RABA says they got fast internet options in Cebu. Maybe they have them where he lives too. I think it's like $70 a month. Well, see, this is free Wi-Fi for me. I couldn't put my own Wi-Fi in here if I wanted to. I just got to roll with it, guys. They've got good Wi-Fi in the Philippines. I've got good Wi-Fi in San Carlos City. I've got 5G. They've got it here on Siquijor Island. I just don't have it where I am. But yeah, let's talk about that big lie, guys. When men arrive here, the women are going to be easy. They're going to be falling at their feet, and that any man can come over here and succeed. That's the big lie. It's attracting millions of men from around the world here. And when they get here, 2 out of 10 of them go back home disappointed because they realize that there's a little bit more to this 18 to 80 blind, crippled, and crazy stuff. Yeah, your looks don't matter. Your physicality don't matter. You can be disabled. You can be obese. That doesn't matter, guys. Okay, your age doesn't matter. Remember, I told you I got a buddy in Cebu. He's 88. I think his woman's 38. Okay, but your conversation matters. He's got the gift. He's a great conversationalist. He's got some persuasion and some romance. If you don't have that, stay home. I promise you, you're not going to win over here. You're going to go back disappointed. Don't come all the way over here if you don't know how to talk to a woman. If you can't express yourself, what you expect, okay, what you're looking for. If you can't do that, you're going to be wasting your time. Now what it does amount to is normal guys like me. Y'all see us over here. We're winning. We got these young, attractive women, and it gives the impression that anybody can do it. But there's some things you cannot see. You don't see the conversation behind it. You don't see the persuasion that's going on behind it. The romance that's going around it. The personality that's going on behind it. Hey, Laura. It's El Hover 29. Thanks for the super chat. He says, I know I came on late, but I had to get on my girlfriend about small lies. What's ridiculous is that the small lies are not a big deal. Well, this is what drives me crazy. They call the small lies. This comes from the racist days. They call them white lies. And they say, white is not that bad, right? They call them a white lie. But yeah, they drive me crazy, El Hover 29, and I don't stand for it. It's one thing I try to get, you don't have to lie to me. Just tell me the truth, But yeah, they're gonna hit you over the head with those white lies, and you're gonna be like, man, did you pay the damn water bill? Yeah, I paid it, and then they cut the damn water off. Did you pay the field health bill? Yeah, I paid it, but you didn't pay it. And that's the type of stuff that gets you. And the only reason they're not trying to do it on purpose, man. Here's what they're doing. They're trying to be the perfect mate for you. Once they start becoming emotionally entangled with you, they don't want to disappoint you. So they'll tell those little small lies. This is where you have to come in and say, look, honey, you don't have to do that. Nobody's perfect. Hey, thanks, KY. Chef Kevin from KY. Thanks for that super chat. He says, here's for a cup of coffee. See you in September. Come on over, brother. As long as you can conversate with these women. If you're coming on late, man, Pee Wee Herman died. I got to pick on somebody else now. I'm going to George McFly. He's not even a real person, so I'm going to start picking on George McFly. But Paul Rubens, also known as Pee Wee Herman, died of cancer. 70 years young. That's young, guys. So if death doesn't teach you anything, it should teach you to live. People are always talking about eternal life. Well, I don't know anything about eternal life. I know something about eternal death. I know when your ass is dead, I don't see you anymore. I haven't seen my brother in 40 years. He died in 1982, September. My mother died September 1993. Haven't seen her in almost 30 years. Haven't seen my father in over 30 years. He died December the 9th, 1991. 61 years old, by the way. So I'm going to live my life. I'm going to live the best way I can. I really don't give a damn what people think, okay? Because at the end of the day, you going in that ground or you going into that damn oven by your damn self. And we done got to the point where you shouldn't be giving a damn anyway. You done paid your dues. You did everything that society asked you to do. So now you're in the fourth quarter. It's time to live, man. It's time for you to do something for yourself. My daughter come asking me for $50 a day, 27 years old, very attractive. I said, nope, nope, I'm going to use that $50 for me. You know, tell one of them men who, you posting on Facebook about to give you $50. I'm not going to do it. Hey, Roger T says your attitude and demeanor matter way more than age and looks. It absolutely does. Because age and looks don't matter over here. The color of your skin doesn't matter, man. Your physicality doesn't matter. But like he said, your attitude and demeanor, it matters, guys. But the big lie is all you got to do is show up over here with your pension. See what they're doing, they're watching and they're seeing these guys over in Dumaguete. I'm picking on Dumaguete because those are the guys that you see with these young, beautiful, attractive women. And you say, well, hell, I can do that. But you don't understand these guys know how to talk to a woman. They got a little game about themselves. This is what these YouTubers are leaving out. You got to have some game. I've had every man I'm talking about, I met four. Every man that I'm talking about now, they were all white. Um, they didn't prefer these white guys. And I'm not picking on white guys. I'm just telling you, these are the lies that are being told that's attracting millions of men over here. And they're saying that we're lying. They saying the Philippines isn't what you vloggers are saying, and I'm calling bullshit on it. He calls it Dumaguete. It's really not. I made a point about Dumaguete earlier today. It's only a few very, very small amount. It's not even negligible. These YouTubers over there. Man, you go to Dumaguete, you're going to enjoy yourself. And on top of that, you're going to see some of the most beautiful women you've ever seen in your damn life. I promise you that. It's a college town. People in Dumaguete are a little bit more sophisticated because of that. I was showing Maryland, we were walking to the pier yesterday, the port, and there was a whole line, just nothing but new cars and trucks. I said, you see, this is Dumaguete right here. This is what separates Dumaguete from a lot of places. And remember, we're not in Manila. We're not in Cebu. We're in Negros Oriental. Okay, now I'm back. Wait, all right. Shut that. Okay. I had to come in here, guys, because there you go. I had to come in here closer to the and now this damn thing is gonna this damn light. Let me move it around. I'll get it together, guys. Trust me. I'm not one of those guys. I don't give up. And that's what I try to tell guys who come over here. Don't give up, man. But you old guys, I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all hard to help. I can't help you old guys, man. Y'all don't want to listen. You in the Philippines now, man. Hey, Rasta Nadi say, hey, Cal, I'm late to the party. How are you? Hey, I'm doing great, brother. This guy's been around for a long, long time. Let me get my notes. But you better have some game now. He said, I saw where Al Rogan said, stay away from the city, guys. Now, well, a lot of the women that you're going to see in Dumaguete, they're not even from Dumaguete. They're from one of them little small cities surrounding Dumaguete, the province. Because the women that from Dumaguete, man, they really ain't looking at foreigners, man. They've got their own life going. This is what John realized. He said, Cal, I don't like Dumaguete. He said, because we're not rock stars in Dumaguete. And I'm trying to tell y'all why we're not. You know, you got, okay, wherever college women are, you're going to have college men. So they're getting all the attention. They don't have to have a job because the parents is taking care of them. And a lot of Phil M's are over here going to school in Dumaguete. So they got money. You know, so you see them. We were riding in the tricycle on the way to the Robinson yesterday, and you saw it. The young couples and the young women, everybody's like Tony over here. You know, it's like they're sophisticated here in Dumaguete, man. You know, and that's the difference. And a lot of guys have a hard time, you know, trying to hook up. But if you just want to see some nice looking women, you come here, man. I mean, it'll blow your mind for a little place like this. Remember, we're in the Central Visayas region. This isn't Cebu or no place like that. It's Dumaguete. And it'll really shock you. Laura, thanks for that super chat. I got to run and water my garden. Wow, what time is it there? I think there's a reason. There's a raccoon messing with my squash. Have a good day, night. Toodles. Hey, thanks, Laura. Nesby Blanchard said, I married a province girl from Davao del Sur, not much different from Manila girls or Davao or General Santos girls. Yeah, that's because of that thick culture. You know, be careful what you wish for. People want to marry these province girls, right? They're a handful, man, believe it or not. You know, if I had my choice, I'd have to take a city girl. I'm sorry. You know, hey, Chris, I'm just telling you my choice. You know, Maryland's from the city. You know, she speaks a lot better English. You know, she's a lot easier to get along with, man. Those province women, man, now, unless they've been in the city, because a lot of them come to the city and they work and they go to school and they get acclimated. So if you meet one that's from the province, but she lives in the city, that's different. But when you meet them right out of the province, man, they hard to get along with, man. They really got some strange ways. They're really old-fashioned and traditional. She wants you wherever she is. She wants you in her eyesight. And He said, I'll find a Muslim girl. Well, you're not going to have a problem doing that. J. Crow said, if you don't know how to listen, you probably don't know how to talk. Well, the big lie over here is that, when you arrive here, the women are going to flock to you and they're going to throw themselves at you. And any man, no matter what, can show up over here and live his best life. That's just not true. You do have to have some game. Remember I was telling y'all about, you got the grunts over here, then you got the officers, right? The grunts, we don't have any problems. I'm a grunt. We know how to get down and dirty and get what we want. We're not trying to be, floating on her thinking we're looking down on the Filipino. We're right here with her. See, and we know what to do. What's up, Beach Life? He said Manila City girls are not a good catch. Well, probably wouldn't be. They probably wouldn't be, because they've got the good Wi-Fi there. They're working good. And either way it goes, no matter what, you got to be able to talk your way out of a damn paper bag at least. Hey, W Secret Sister says, Vlog, thanks for that super chat. He said, Laura, watch out. Raccoons will put them paws on you with the quickness. Man, tell me about it. When I was still married in America, man, I hate, we lived like in the county. And they would be all in my garbage can every morning. The minute I pick up the top, here they come jumping out and run back into the woods, man. Scare you to death. He said becoming a Muslim is easy. Just look at Andrew Tate. Well, if you start talking about Andrew Tate, they may cut my channel off. Lawso said, how about Starlink? Does it work where you're at? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. But really, you don't need it, man. I mean, remember, I'm on a resort. Even though I'm renting an apartment, it's on a resort. So everybody shares the Wi-Fi. So that's why it's kind of spotty. But the Philippines has good Wi-Fi now. It's not like when I came over here before, guys. When I came over here before, man, listen to me. They still had 2G technology. But now they got 5G. You're not going to have any problems with the Wi-Fi. I don't have any problems with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, he said, nice. Yeah. Yeah, they got it over here. Okay, let's see. Okay. Well, here we go again. Crazy. But I want to congratulate Terrence Crawford again. I don't think anybody watching this video, live stream, could have predicted what happened.